out today, like half of the town just was without power for a good 30-45 minutes. And when you lose power at Dollar Tree, you have to kick customers out. So we had customers in line and the power had gone out. We literally had to kick them out and be like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
We were nice about it, of course, but it was still kind of like, God, I feel bad for this.
Did I tell you about did I tell you about my experience of having a tornado roll by our town when I was at the store? And I was the manager.
Continue.
I was the manager at the time.
No, I don't think you've told me this story.
I didn't tell you this one.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I was the acting manager at the store at the time. And sirens went off, and we were told it doesn't matter if you don't think it doesn't matter if you don't think that the tornado's gonna hit or whatever. If that siren goes off, that's protocol. And I was like, all right, sounds good. And siren went off.
All right, Will Smith.
And then our power went out. And I had to stand at the front of the store and yell at the top of my lungs, attention all customer, because our intercom system was down. I said, I said, attention all customers, you have two options. I said, you can either meet me and the rest of the employees in the back of the store and leave your groceries where they're at, and meet us in the back of the store, and we're going to take cover in the tornado shelter here, or you can get out. I said, we are in a tornado warning. The sirens are going off. The store is now closed. And I had one person pissed off at me, and I was like, look, yeah, I've given you your two options. You either commit to one of the fucking options. So I was like, either get in the back or get out of the store. And he was pissed off. And he was just like, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm not trying to get groceries, all this shit. I'm like, look, if you need the groceries that badly, come to the back of the store and wait until you get an official call that allows us to open the store back up, and then you can check out. If you don't need the groceries, get the fuck out. And he was just like, well, I ain't going to the other one. I'm going to stand up here until you set me up. And I was like, all right, well, if you're going to stand up here, I'll come on top. And you're going to get escorted out. And he was like, this is fucking ridiculous. And then he comes to the back and he just fucking sits in the cooler like a fucking lump of shit.
Like a lump of fat shit he actually is.
Because he is. He's a fucking lump of shit. He was just a lump of shit. He was.
Dude, okay, so like when I was a kid, my mom always used to talk a lot of shit on fat people, and I could never figure out like what the thing was, because like my aunt is like was at one point like almost morbidly obese.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like a thing of like, my grandpa Richard used to be really bad. Like my grandpa Richard used to be huge, but he started biking and then he like lost a lot of weight. He's still not like the skinniest fellow, but like he's not fat. And my mom just like had it out for fat people. She was super judgy, and my mom was also super racist. So it was like, tacos over my house. Hello, need some help? No, I'm good. We got my cousin, and I think it's just gonna be the two of us. But no, so she's just kind of had those things, and I never agreed with anything she said. But like the last 2 days, we've had the biggest assholes come into our store, literally and figuratively, because they are these huge fucking lards of people. And like I've met fat and jolly people, and I like most of my friends back in high school were like these humongous guys, and they were big fat guys. One of them we literally called Doughboy. And he had a Doughboy shirt, like that was his persona. But no, it was just, we've had like these fat bitches come in. So we've had this overtly fat white chick who's a fucking psychopath come into our store, and then we have this overly annoying Hispanic fat chick that comes in, and she's a fucking rude cunt. So like today the fat bitch comes in, the fat Hispanic one, and we had to kick everyone out, and she's fucking cussing at us, and I'm like, leave the store now or I will remove you and your husband from the premises. I'm like, I know you're big, but I can still move you. I'm like, or I can just grab a bat from aisle 3 and we can just really go to town. Cause she was cussing out she was cussing out other customers, and she was cussing out the people up front. And like the people up front, one of which is we have a kid who's slow. He's mentally retarded, and he freaks out easily. He panics, and yeah, and he just. I don't want to see him in a bad situation because sometimes it's even scary for me, but I also know that it's very uncomfortable for him. But like, man, when you see that guy get pissed, it's bad. So I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, either I stop them now before he has a panic attack, or I stop them now before he gets retard strength and yeets the fat bitch across the store. And I'm just like, I was just like, I don't want to risk it. So I told her, I'm like, leave now, or I will remove you from the premises, or if I have to, I will get police to remove you from the premises. And then she like drops her shit off, but like she's a fat bitch, so she goes and hides her shit in an aisle and then leaves, doesn't even come back for it. So I'm walking the store before we're closing, and I find her fucking basket, and I just turn and go, fat cunt. I was just like, fuck that. It's just, I don't know what the fucking deal is. I know there's a stereotype of fat people being jolly, and I know that's kind of fucked up to think, but like, damn, these fat people are mean.
Please, won't you help us?
I was just like, I've never had this problem, ever.
I feel like you can hear me, even though you never answer. Please respond, if you can. I just want to know you're alive. That I'm not alone.
Sounds like someone's having a tough time out there. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I lagged. Yeah. For some reason, I like lagged, went into the pole, and then through the zombie, even though we should have collided. No, Sean, after a bit, I'll probably join you on Tom Clancy, unless you switch over to Overwatch, then I'll probably join you on that. But
yeah,
right now,
I'm probably gonna switch over to Overwatch for a bit, in a little bit.
Right now,
for the past 2 hours.
Yeah, I figured as much. But I'm very interested to play that with you, and if you want to give this game a try again, I'm down to play it with you. Also, I bought Division 2, so we have that now.
Yeah, I saw that. I need to get it going in the queue and not playing.
Yeah, I'm game shared with Sean.
That's got nothing on me.
I was originally game shared with a few of my roommates, then my brother, but they were just dickheads, and half the time they weren't even using it. So I'm like, I'm literally gonna give it to the guy who's got nothing.
I'm Poe.
Well, I mean, it didn't help that like you also didn't have the storage space.
Fire in the hole!
That did nothing. Now I'm mad.
It took me a long time to realize the importance of removing the fuel bombs and shit.
Oh, what'd you say, Sean? Sorry, you got really quiet there for a second.
I said it took me a long time to realize the importance of like fuel bombs and shit in that game.
Oh.
I didn't realize they were that important. I gotta say, investing most of your time and resources in the squad crew in this game is really fucking beneficial.
Can't let him now!
Okay, I was reloading. God damn it, it's fucking blood mist. Yeah, wait till it clears out. Yeah, there we go. I'll take that. And I'll take that.
That's not much.
Meet Captain Logan at the Deep Green Farmhouse. Supply run. Vic. Reconnect.
Anyone
Find the
with the name
man
Logan
calling
is
for.
automatically a bitch.
Man, Logan and Slade really fucked with us. That now you've decided to like just fucking be a Logan racist.
Oh, I don't even get that fucker
This
off
place
the
is
border.
empty. Time to go.
Loganist.
Logan.
Oh my god. Have you run across them recently, Sean?
Me and Slater we get along.
But like not to the point of you're gonna fucking play video games together.
Oh, I removed him on Xbox, like, totally.
I figured. So is Logan still living with him?
Last I heard, no. God damn, my squad is fucking good. Jesus Christ. I love it. Love this shit. Because I'm just sync shotting everyone, and it was really funny because the upgrade. I thought that like the kill, like making your squad more kill efficient. Well, I was like, that's bullshit because they're AI. They're probably really good anyway. Well, turns out they fucking miss in sync shots sometimes.
We've milked
And
this place
they
and
haven't
never had
missed a
that
single
happen.
fucking one yet. Oh, they were doing it all the time when I started, and it was pissing me off. It was going like, you are AI! Hit your goddamn target! I was like,
I just want to know that I will drive off with you on there. I just come out and I see, woohoo! You just standing on top of my fucking car howling.
your car, your drone in your squad. You said car, now my brain's fucked.
I might have had a stroke.
I just went down.
Hey, I just delivered a load of cool stuff.
None of your characters died the other day. Wait, what has gas inhalation? Oh my god. Oh my. Are you lagging? I'm lagging. Yeah, I'm like literally frozen right now. So it kicked you from my game? I think... One sec, I'm gonna... Weird. Just hopefully loading into my game. I don't know what's going on. There we go. That was weird. God, my dog's so fucking fluffy.
Balance spade. What the fuck is this shit about? I'm trying to beat the side operations before I finish off the cartel. And by
Like
side
all of
operations, I mean
them
like
entirely?
Silent Spade and Operation Oracle.
How many fucking divisions do you still have left? Because like I haven't finished. I have like one or three regions left, and then I have some side operations left. Also, my
So,
screen just okay. There it goes.
so I've got the branches of Santa Blanca I've taken down. I've taken down the complete. I've taken completely down the head of the influence and smuggling sites. I've killed 2 for production and 1 for security. And I've finished Operation Oracle, and now I'm working on Operation Silent Spade.
I don't
Which
think I've
like the
done
two.
like a lot of the side ones. I think I've mostly just focused on like hitting regions.
Because I want
So
to
I know
do
I've got at least
I
4.
want to do the Sam Fisher one. There's a Rainbow
There's a
Six one
fucking
in this.
6. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, there's a Rainbow Six deal I haven't done yet.
I finished the first one, and now I can't figure out where the second mission is. Basically, those missions are Caveras on the loose. Like, that's
He's on the
literally what it
loose.
is. Cavera is just slaughtering people out here.
Is Kavera a bad guy?
Cavera's in Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know the backstories to the characters of Rainbow Six Siege.
Cavera was a bad guy that's a good operative now. She was like
Uh-huh.
she's like mentally unstable. Like she finds a little bit too much joy in torturing people.
Interesting. Did you
She's
see the
probably the most
fucking trailer
interesting
for the
character in the
fucking
game.
Rainbow Six Siege like zombie spin-off game?
Yes. Isn't it like
I
Rainbow
will
Six
play the
Quarantine?
fuck out of that with you. Yeah, it's like Quarantine or Outbreak or something like that.
I think Outbreak was the one in Siege. I think it's Quarantine. I think it's Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Dude, but I'd be down to play the fuck out of that. Just
As
because
long
of
as
like
it's good, I'm down to play it. I just
Rainbow Six, I love the controls, I love the shooting, I love it all. I got burned out on it, you know?
yeah. I'm kind of starting to get a knack for it again, but I
Be
just
there soon,
don't
barring
know.
any delays.
I'm glad you've retaken your home, my friend. Now could you help us do the same? Hey, remember me? I hear you folks have been poking around and might have a few questions. If you're ready for answers, how about we meet up?
Oh yeah,
Um,
I'm in. There is no
And like
one really
I don't
being
have a
home.
complete burnout for Overwatch. It's just like I can only play that game for like a few hours at a time.
Oh my
That's
god, I'm
about
fucking
it.
into Overwatch. I love that game. Holy shit.
Oh, I know. I mean,
We got some answers.
I'm not very judgy about it or like upset that you're like that. Even though like we've got these other games, is because like I was obsessed with that game first year.
If you can. I just want to know you're alive.
Oh my god.
I was
I'm all
obsessed
over
with that
Overwatch
game.
right now.
Dude, I didn't
Like,
get off
more so
Overwatch
than
till like
Siege,
you guys
but
forced me to
like,
play
with Siege. It was
Siege.
just it kind of felt like it was the same thing over and over and over. But like,
Yeah, that was one of my
Overwatch
things.
feels
My
like
problem
you're
is,
making progress.
so can you see how I burned out of Siege so fast that I went from Overwatch to Siege?
Yeah. It was just
Like-
Siege was. It was a good game. It still is a good game. Just I'm not. I don't know.
Apparently Logan and Slade still play it because Bryce tells me that like they don't have anyone to play it with, so they ask him all the time.
But
He thinks it's funny.
me too.
I'm on my left.
Well, he's like,
I got
yeah.
one to say. Things will look better tomorrow.
He's like, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, it's not a big deal. He's like, you're not mad at me for playing with him, are you? I'm like, not really, because
I'm just not going to.
I said I just won't. And then like he told me one time something that like really caught me. It was like, so out of like that entire situation, I was like, you know, Logan and Slade, you can join back now, Ryan, if you want. Out of that entire situation, I always thought like Logan and Slade hated me the most. So like Bryce is like, well, I've talked to Logan and Slade and they'd be fine playing with you, just not Josiah or Sean. And I just went, what? Especially
really
not Josiah. And I went, that's fucked. Because I guess Logan thought I was talking mad shit, and I was like, no, I was stating exactly what was happening. It wasn't talking shit, it was like they were literally being assholes to me, and I caught them doing it on a fucking stream. Like, I have 10 minutes of... You were in the party, weren't you? And then so was Josiah, and like, I think you were quiet, Josiah was quiet. Yeah, Josiah was in the party quiet the entire time. And Logan didn't know it, and Josiah just goes, wow, and I'm like, I got you on stream, bitch. And you came back from your piss, you're like, what happened? And I'm like, watch my stream.
Yeah, and I watched it, and yeah.
It was just like, we had literally separated it from them once, but you were like, hey, let's give them another shot, so we did, and they were even worse that time. After finding out, hey, we were getting tired of shit.
We didn't have a lot of people to play with. Joe was off the radar. Drew was fucking...
Joe was off the radar because of them. Did you know that?
Yeah, Joe was off the radar. Drew was fucking around with people. So it was like our group and that was it. And I was like, I don't want this to fucking fall apart. But...
it was basically out of necessity.
Do what?
No, it's... I said it was basically out of necessity, I get it.
Yeah.
But no, it was just a bad ordeal. I gotta admit though, I think we have a lot more fun playing games now without him. There's less like really awkward tension and stress.
Yeah.
Or people yelling at each other. Because like, one thing I hate when I play video games is I don't want fucking people bringing up drama or bullshit.
My thing was like, fucking, it didn't make sense because I was like, what the fuck are you to talk shit in a game that you're... It should have, like, I can understand getting hype about a play or something and being like, holy shit, I'm the fucking best. Because we do that shit.
Yeah.
But it's the shit of, like, he was like, you would mess up, or like, you would hit a target in the chest, like, 4 times and not kill him, and he'd be like, God damn, you're so fucking bad, why aren't you doing this shit? God fucking... And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, like, I was just really weird because it was like hopping into a different genre for me.
That game's all about flick accuracy. That game's all about learning the accuracy in the game.
Yeah, and like, I got a hold of it by the time we quit. I bet if I hop in now, I'm gonna be total ass. But like, no, I had a feel for it by the end. It was just like, the whole time I was trying to learn the game, I was just getting fucking bashed. And I'm like, I have never played this game before. It handles like nothing I know. I don't even know how the weapons handle. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to hear that of all the people that don't want to play with, it's fucking me.
No, it was mostly Josiah. It was like Josiah, you, and me. Because Bryce had said something one time to me about like, because he's like, so why don't you play with Logan and Slade? And I told him the truth. I was like, because they were dicks to me and stuff like that. And I said, so I'm never gonna play with them again. And he talked to him about it, and like, I think he probably mostly talked to Slade because like, and I also think like Logan's trying to kiss his ass. So I feel like you and me were probably even, but like, man, I guess they just had it out for Josiah. I think they were sugar talking me because they were talking to Bryce.
I knew you'd come through. Thanks, my friend. Yeah, later.
Are you fucking with me? Okay, well, we're gonna go over here for a quick drive. We got a quick mission, and I think we can recruit someone, which is good because I need more people, like, really badly. Apparently, even though we cleared out their farmhouse, we have to go back and see it. Because that was what their mission was, so I was like, we're just gonna do it and come back and turn it in, because, you know, that's reverse quests, but whatever. But like, no, Sean, on the whole like group dynamic, no, I get it because like fucking, I think I've said this multiple times. It's like I was a guy that would hop between multiple groups. Like even when I was with you guys, I had like 3 groups I played with.
And
But like,
I had the one.
yeah, you had the one. But my 3 groups faded off because one group got drama and just split for good, which we had known each other for a while. Ryan and Luis like just stopped playing console games for a while. And Ryan literally just watched Netflix for an entire year. Not you, Ryan. Ryan. Anthony. Okay. I'm just gonna call him Anthony.
Anthony.
Makes it easier.
Yeah. Don't be like fuck.
Yeah, and then I played with Ryan and Eric while I was still at Dodge and stuff. But like, Eric had girl troubles, and then like, I was starting up streaming, and he was like Bryce, where like no fucking filter, and would just constantly say the N-word. And I got annoyed, and I told him to just knock it off, and he got pissy with me. Yeah, Bryce still fucking does it. Oh my.
I think he's trying to get better though. Cause like
He
I've heard him go,
because
like,
he realized.
Oh, I just said the N-word twice. I was like,
It doesn't help that like I told you, like me and Bryce, our family has a tendency to adopt kids, and like our grandparents have adopted a bunch of black kids, and like we've been raised around a bunch of like black kids. Like I said, my first friend, the one whose dad gave me permission to say the N-word, in that one really funny situation. That was like my first friend. So like, there's a lot of like, in our area, and if we said it in our area, we'd probably be allowed to do it in certain circumstances, but like, it's still not right.
yeah.
Sounds like you lost somebody. Do you need help? You do that for me.
So like, there is leeway with him, but like also like, my mom didn't exactly raise us right, and my mom's a super fucking racist. She's trying to act all fucking clean and cut now and trying to get over that shit, which I kind of commend, but like, you still can't get over the fact that like, she would like pull some shady shit. She used to slap the shit out of us for speaking Spanish in her house, and she still tries to like,
The sun's shining a little brighter today.
she still hasn't like completely gotten over all that, and like, she won't accept it either. Like, she admits she fucked up in like the raising us and stuff, but she won't admit she's a racist. Most racists never do. But like, I remember 2 things my mother would tell me that were really fucked up when I was growing up. One was to never come home with a black or Hispanic woman. The other was to never come home with a fat woman.
Just bit us in the ass. There's broken stuff all over.
So like, but Bryce has also like got really bad deniability, so like he tries to say that she wasn't like that, but I know she's like that, and it's just one of those things. Bryce was my mom's favorite, which she might not ever admit, because he was white. That was literally the only reason. And he was actually pretty sporty, so like my mom would brag about him with sports, but she would brag about me with intelligence. And like,
Yeah.
my success in class. Oh fuck me. This is true. Yeah, this is fun. So like, no, all that situation's a little. We gotta find this guy's husband.
You in here?
But like, the thought of people being gay, I'm gonna explain this to you. My mom also like raised us
I
to
looked around here.
not really be okay with people being gay. I never had a problem with it, and like, my stepdad's a homophobe, so like, when I was a kid, I was really friendly. And I remember one time my stepdad just turns to me and he goes, "Are you gay?" And I go, "Well, I don't think I am, but even if I was, would that be a problem?" And he was like, "Yeah, kinda." And I went, "That's fucked." I went to live with my dad, and my dad found out about him pulling that shit. And my dad's like, if you were gay or straight, it wouldn't matter to me, right? Like, I'd accept you either way. And I, like, that shit hit me hard because, like, they were just pieces of shit to me when I was a kid. So, like, the fact of having my dad, who I'd always been, like, told was this horrible person, tell me that, like, he'd take me how I was no matter what, even if I was that or other shit. He's like, that shouldn't fucking matter. Like, dude, that was a fucking breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Like my mom was just all kinds of fucked. My mom was one of those crazy bitches that in fucking high school would pretend to get pregnant to keep a guy, and that's basically what she did with my dad, but she actually got pregnant.
Oof.
So like she doesn't have a lot of respect for me, and to this day she still doesn't have a lot of respect for me because of like she pulled a lot of fuck shit, and she claimed my dad was a cheater and all this shit. She's like, I'll never be with a cheater. Well, her current husband, my stepdad, literally cheated on her with this humongously fat bitch that I went to school with that's uglier than sin. And I laughed, and she's like, well, I'm going to stay with him because I love him. And I'm like, so I know now that it was definitely you and not my dad that cheated on you. And her response is just, she doesn't even reply. It's like, your silence speaks volumes.
Search this place, but no
So
luck.
like, no, all of that shit was really bad. And like, I've never had a problem with like gay people or bi people just because like, I mean, hell, half of your friend group is that denomination.
Sometimes I'm not sure.
Seems like it. Mac.
But no, it's like, but I'm not afraid to make a gay joke every now and then because I think it's funny. Because I'll make straight jokes too. But like, my one problem I've only ever had with Josiah is just like his brother's gay, so like he takes that shit really fucking to the next level. Like whenever I used to joke, yeah, I know. Like whenever he was talking about the cross-dressing guys or whatever, the cross-dressers having their like charity deal, and he was there and one of them did the splits, and I was joking about it, and he got really pissed off at me, and I'm like, dude, I'm not using it to like make fun of or to be a dick. I'm just like, it's all in good fun. Like I'm not going out of my way to be an asshole. Exactly. It's like, I don't know. It was just one of those things where I was just like, eh.
It's like it's like
Which is funny because like he'll dish it out on every other thing.
It's like what my position is on people that get really fucking offended by people that say N-word. I'm like, you are choosing to be offended. You're choosing to be offended. I agree, it's a word probably shouldn't be said, whatever the fuck, but you're taking it to such an extreme that you're giving the word the power that you're trying to take away from it.
Of course he's worried. He's always worried. I'm the one who got our daughter killed, and all he wants to do is talk about it.
Yeah, shit, I've heard like, oh, there's
I
like
can't
offensive
live with
words
his
or
suffering
slang
anymore.
shit for other things, but it's
Please,
like,
just tell him
not
I'm
to this
dead.
extent.
It'll be a mercy to both of us. Have you told Vic that I'm dead?
They just kind of dismiss it as like, oh, you're being an asshole.
So we gotta lie to this guy and tell him his husband's dead because apparently his husband got their daughter killed by accident. And he's just like, I don't want to live with it anymore. I can't stand the bitching. And I'm like, phew. Okay. But no, it's like my only problem is like, just Josiah and me have like a sense of humor that is very similar in the sense of like a lot of like historical and intellectual stuff like really resonates with the both of us. But like the history stuff is the same kind of for you though, because you're not an idiot and you know a decent amount of history, especially like funny history shit. So where you're like, oh, I'm on the
like
same
the
page.
shit of like,
So
I read the Australian one. I thought it said Australian, but it said Austrian. I'm like, oh my god, that changes everything. It's like, I was like, an A and an L changed a lot of shit to joke, doesn't it?
yeah, but no, it's like other than that, like if you're not in a party or someone else isn't in a party with me or Josiah, and we're not playing like a very calm game, he will not talk, dude. I'll constantly ask him, like, Josiah, are you still fucking there? We're gonna have to kill this guy. And I tell him, he's like, yeah, I'm here, I'm just not talking. And I'm like, you know, I get it, but like,
can for
I'll
taking
ask
the
him
shot.
stuff and he just won't respond, or like I'll be talking directly to him and he won't. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, it sees me, and like that's my biggest pet peeve with him. I'm just like, dude, like fucking converse with me. I know you're antisocial, but we're your friends here. Oh, fuck. Get away from the car.
I should reload.
Maybe just fucking. Jesus Christ.
Aim for its head.
Oh, I'm getting wrecked. Oh my. It's killing me.
Nearly out. That's my last one.
Yeah, no, I had it, but the second zombie fucked me up and I couldn't reload.
I think I was talking to you about the save this cave. I was like, man,
Sick as
this
a dog.
nice.
Oh, dude, it's on point.
I like the save this cave music personally. Oh,
Oh, I thought. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the dun 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 dun.
sometimes that makes it better. Just listening to something and you're like, damn, that was cool.
1 sec, I gotta turn this mission to this guy. Fuck me. I have an hour left before I'm infected.
Big yikes.
I don't. Yeah. I needed to fucking.
Have you had any luck finding Isaac?
I literally spent all my health items.
Have you had any luck finding Isaac?
No. No, I don't even have plague cure. We gotta go back to the base.
Yeah, of course he did. Because he knows what's best for everybody. He's so goddamn stubborn. Any chance you're looking for a new recruit? I refuse to sit around and wait for that asshole to
shit.
change his mind.
Oh, fuck. I think I can.
What do you think? I know some emergency medicine, and I've chopped a lot of heads. Yeah, I'm sure. That stubborn old jerk might not want me around right now, but I'm staying close. You never know.
We need to get into the fucking vehicle. Yeah, we need to get into the vehicle and, I guess we'll just go. We'll go. Wait, wait, the ethanol place right next to us, by the way. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, I forgot you listen to classical music, but you were talking about it the other day. There's a base right over here. I'm just gonna go grab plague cure from it and health items.
You don't make a lot of sense to me, but I always know you care. I love you, and I forgive you.
For real, I asked you to do one kind thing. Nick, why do you not understand that hearing your voice just brings back all the guilt? I just can't anymore. Don't ever try to find me again. Any of you.
Damn,
So that guy that tried to get us to lie for him.
I had no idea he'd react that way.
Don't give up. Don't let the bullshit beat you.
He might try to kill us. if we go near him again. Well, if we leave him alone for a bit, we might be able to recruit him, which is why I'm saying, like, we will avoid him for now. Yeah, but this one's a story-based quest, and I don't think he's completely hostile. He's just gone. No, I should be good. Oh wait, fuck. Let me fucking grab my... Jesus Christ, I'll just use that. Fucking... Do you have shotgun ammo, perchance? 12 gauge? I need as much 12 gauge as you can spare.
Look who's got goodies to share.
So we gotta drive this guy all the way back to our base. Then we can do the other quests. Man, those infestations are getting around the map. There's at least 4 of them again. Oh, oh damn.
Where do you guys live, anyway?
I've said I'm running low on bandages, but I should be good. I have other healing items. I've got at least 50 base painkillers. Anyway, we're gonna drive on back to base because that Juggernaut and this quest kind of fucked us up. And I gotta... Alright, that works. Yeah. Alright. One sec.
That's not much.
Here, I got some. Yeah, I know. I just picked up one literally from a gas jug over there. I was like, I see a gas jug. I'm gonna grab shit from it. So, Sean, you know that Crash Nitro Kart is out now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure. Oh my god. You. Damn.
Looks like we picked up a hitchhiker.
I admit to nothing. That's actually awesome. With our luck, though, there'd be a feral that just fucking butt fuck you while I was driving. I almost got fucked by that feral back there because when I went to heal, I kept getting hit. And I was like, oh god, and then he did the tackle thing. And oh my fuck, I broke his head off. But then, like, I was hitting the melee button and it wouldn't let me melee. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I was just literally running away from him. Fucking ferals in this, man, they are... Alright. because I'm the brown one, don't like it. Doesn't that describe the hunters in Left 4 Dead? They'd always go after the black characters. Just drive us back to base. I marked it. Sean, do you remember that?
Take care not to
What?
get so.
The hunters in Left 4 Dead would only go after the black characters first.
Fuck that. Fuck those things. I hate those.
There's a literal cutscene in the first game that shows a hunter going for the black guy. And it's just like...
Ooh. I bet you anything about that.
They're exotic. Going to hell for that one. Whoa!
Bullshit. I bet
Believe
you
me,
deserve
I
to ball
recognize
through
how
his
big a favor
nose.
this is.
Welcome to base. Don't touch my shit.
Thanks. You won't regret it.
Oh, sweet, now I can build a trauma pharmacy. Alright, we need to go back to these fuckers' bases, and the army guy is near
Fire
that
department trained me as a
base.
paramedic. If we had a good pharmacy, I could keep Quincy.
Yeah, later.
Base is getting too crowded. We need more room for fewer people.
Back in first grade, my teacher never let me draw dinosaurs in class. I hope the zombies ate Mr. Howard first.
My teacher never used to let me draw dinosaurs in class, and I hope the zombies ate her brains first. Damn, dude. It kind of was. It was intended to be funny, but like, damn. He's like, take that, Mrs. McGinnis. Let me make sure I've got a repair kit in this car. We're just gonna do 2 quick runs and then just immediately come back. But we're gonna need gas. I need more materials stored in my base. Did we leave materials in one of my vans? Good. All right. I need the I need the med. I will save the ammo. Alright, should be good. Alright. So we're gonna go back to their base to verify that we destroyed it, because whoever designed this quest is a fucking dickhead. Fair enough. I have quite a few made, so like I am just kind of coasting on it, and I know I've got some more samples in storage. Like I've literally built a literally those we've gone through a full amount of medical in my base 3 times. That's a big bitch. And 2 of those times were due to me building plague samples, so like I literally stocked up. And all 3 of those times were from like one stream of me just going out with you to grab shit. So Sean, in the future,
Yeah.
would you be interested to give State of Decay another go about?
Yeah. Beat this game first.
Oh no, I know. I haven't even beaten that game. I literally like was waiting for me and Juicy to finish it, but like we never got around to doing it.
I'm
And
gonna fucking do it.
then
Like,
Far Cry.
I've got this, man.
Yeah, I really want to play the DLCs too, because I hear those are good. I think there's
I
at
haven't
least
even touched them, so I don't have a clue.
I know one of them's like in the
I'm
mountains.
here
I
and
think.
getting started.
God bless you, my friend. Good luck.
No problem.
Claire, Kozak, get out of here, fucking bitch. That was a fucking hard one. Jesus Lord. This is a hard fucking mission.
I gotta catch my breath.
Plague.
Words can't express how thankful I am. I won't forget this, my friend.
It's fine.
Oh, now they provide vehicle delivery. So them running away actually gave me something. That's kind of neat. Alright, so there's a mission up here. Yeah, no, Sean, the DLC for this is hard as fuck. Like, you know how, like, the harder difficulties are like, hey, you start out with, like, 50% of all zombies now are plague zombies, instead of, like, 10 or 20? Yeah, this is, like, 100% of all zombies are plague zombies. Yeah, they also do a lot more plague, and yeah, there's
Ferals
a
of
plague
plague?
feral. It's
Fuck
yeah,
ferals.
they're terrifying. They're fucking
Pharmacy
terrifying,
in place,
Sean.
We can take care of our health like the apocalypse didn't even happen.
Oh. So you only have to shoot him in the head and pick up your armor before you can pick up. Well, okay, yeah. That's
Yeah, and your weapons will break by attacking them. So like you might be able to kill them with a weapon, but it will definitely break.
I'm on my own in this evil
fucking
bad. We're not gonna last much longer.
Yeah, it's fucking hard, dude.
I'm sorry.
It's fun.
I wish I could take it back, but I can't. Please. I don't want to die alone out here.
There's another survivor apparently on the radio that just called in.
Well, well. What do we have here?
How are you?
Yep.
Thanks for
Alright,
coming
talk
out.
to this dickhead.
I need to show you something.
We have to
I don't know
accompany
if
this
you've
guy.
noticed this. The blood plague in this area is especially nasty.
Yeah, no shit.
The things I'm gonna
This.
show you, let's just say they aren't exactly common outside the valley.
Find the source of the desperate radio call. The guy from the desperate radio call, he's right by us. Actually, I'm gonna loot this house. I haven't looted shit this entire stream. I've literally just been like, we've looted for 3 streams. I'm gonna do story.
Too bad, I guess.
I know, but I also like need shit, so every now and then I need to pay attention to like, there could be good items here.
Hello.
Captain Buttnuts.
What you got?
Captain Doucheface.
Okay.
Captain Doucheface.
What's that guy's name? Logan? Okay.
found a new location that looks right for
Wait,
scavenging.
Sorry.
Shit,
I was checking the
yesterday.
map.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh my god. Sean, I rewatched that stream and went, oh my fucking god. This might be one of the funniest bits done in a while. I was literally just like, wow. Like,
One of the best.
the laughter alone.
I hate ferals.
Fuck that, I'm gonna drive. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill the feral. We're gonna have to kill the feral. Fuck out of the car, turn around, it's right here.
Coming at us from all sides.
Oh my god. Literally an entire mag of shotgun shells is what it takes to kill a goddamn feral.
Yo, are you the evac team? Did Red Talon send you?
Sorry, kid. No such luck.
Shit, I am so fucked. Can't believe I let myself get infected. Now I'm too weak to retrieve the cure we brought in. Thanks, amigo. I'm not sure I deserve it, but I appreciate it. I know I don't deserve it, but did you get the cure? Gracias, amigo. I won't disappoint.
Okay, so this guy is gonna come join us too.
What? What's happening?
Oh, we recruited a Red Talon member.
Hey, remember me? I hear you folks have been poking around and might have a few questions. Ready for answers. How about we meet up?
Yeah, I'd say it's about time we got some answers.
¿Cómo te va?
So, you know how we had the other guy with us? By accepting this guy, yeah, it sent him back to where we got him from. So we can have two at the same time, but there's also a base of survivors nearby that I want to check out. Just because it says they haven't met us yet, and I'm curious. Alright, well I'm gonna get the fuck back in this car.
Yeah? We were protecting some tech nerd who was like fixing a satellite or some shit. Dígame. We were protecting some tech nerd who was like fixing a satellite or some shit.
This Chavez dude is one of the dudes from the DLC that adds the extra mode where you protect the doctors with, or protecting the dudes who do the satellites. So he's like one of the random characters I think you can get or you talk to on the radio when you do that. Let's check these guys out. Didn't it say there were people here? It says... Oh my god. This is a place... Okay, found somebody.
I don't have time for this.
Dr. Hoffman.
We're done here.
Okay, this is that crazy fucking doctor. Which is why there's a bunch of fucking blood plague samples up here. So she's tied to the story. So when we talk to that military dude, this is who we'll end up talking to after. Alright, get in the fucking vehicle. We gotta go. Oh, are you fixing it? Okay, I gotta fill it up with gas. Right now. Oh, did he actually hurt you? Oh shit, wait, I gotta fill it up. I gotta fill the bitch up. Okay, so we'll recruit this fucker. Oh yeah, I guess you're filling it up. Alright, fine. Just looks like you're fucking my car.
That's it for those.
Alright. Alright. Honestly, I don't truly give a shit. Well, I mean, you filled the vehicle back up, so I think we're good. Yeah, so we're good. We're gonna recruit this Red Talon dude, and then I think we should grab a lot of explosives, because I'm pretty sure this mission is to talk to that doctor and then explore the plane and take out the shit inside the plane. Yep. Yep. So it was probably a good thing that we sent him back so we could do this later. Also, it was nighttime, and by the time we get back, it should be daytime. So win-win.
Is it bad that I have the second mission for El Sueño and I don't know if it's going to be the mission where you kill him? So I'm avoiding doing it so that I can take down his entire...
The one where you have to make a deal, I think, is the one right before you kill him, maybe? And then the one where you find someone else who has an El Sueño mission, that's another optional one you can do. Then you can do both of them.
Because I've got the second one. This would be my second El Sueño mission. Like, the first one was one where he was like, I'd like to do a meetup, and then you go there, and then he's like, I have 4 cars for you. I put your talents to work for someone who's not going to pay you. And he did that. Now I've got this one, which is like, hey, reach this RV, they think they know where he is.
Did he seriously bribe you with muscle cars?
Yeah. Bribed you with muscle cars.
That is a Mexican thing to do.
Basically, he says like, hey, you're working for people that aren't paying you anything for your services. I'll pay you a lot to do your services here.
Damn, nice
and
place
here's
you got
4
here.
cars to prove that I'm not shitting.
It ain't much, but it's home.
You don't know how much this means to me. Don't you worry. No way I'm gonna let this crew down.
So now we got a Red Talon operative who has Red Talon weapons to defend our base with.
Also, is it bad that I get all the Kingslayer files out of an area before I start doing the missions to take down the Plaugies?
No, I joined Red Talon to build things, not shoot things. Let me get your utilities up and running, okay?
I collect all their Kingslayer files before I go after the head of the region. Cool. Never mind.
I've done. I think you're supposed to kill. Are you supposed to kill some of them in certain order, Sean?
No.
I think there's a thing you can do, like kind of what you're describing, because I know you can do some shit kind of out of order, and doesn't it like get really weird?
What stuff?
Like some of the missions.
Entire game's weird,
maybe it's.
dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like some of the cartel shit that goes on is you're like, holy fuck, okay. Like El Emisario, I think his name was El Emisario, killed himself. Out of shame. And what's his name? The dude, the blogger for on the influence wing that was making all the posts online.
That guy's fucking funny.
What?
His quest is funny. I liked it.
He got killed.
Yeah, I know, but it's still fucking funny.
How's it? He got strung up for his fucking ritual. How's that funny?
It was fucking. I have a sixth sense of
Without
humor,
more
Sean.
storage, we might as well just
It's
start
fucking funny.
trashing whatever we bring back.
Dark.
Yeah. Dark
Yeah.
humor's the best humor.
That shit happens. That kind of shit. People are just so
it
fucking
does.
fanatic. They're just like fanatical that they just would do anything. It's weird to think about that there's people out there that would do that shit.
Primal urges.
That's not a primal urge. Hunter's just.
I'm a very,
you're gonna
like-
fucking justify everything with primal urges.
No, I'm gonna justify
You
it with I'm a
cut this
sick son of
man's
a bitch.
entire. You cut this man's fingers off. Primal urges.
I'm just a sick son of a bitch who enjoys that kind of shit. Saw movies and Final Destination movies get me harder than fucking
Final
Titanite.
Destination's stupid.
I know, but the gory gruesomeness is.
Well, the only thing I like about I really like about the Saw movies is the moral gray area that it talks about. Where it's like, yeah, he's doing this stuff to people, but he's doing it to bad people. So who's right?
Yes.
I'd also just like to make the comment that El Sueño is probably one of the coolest cartel names you can have. El Sueño. S-U-E-N-O. Compared to fucking El Yayo. Compared to... There's seriously a guy named El Yayo.
I think I just salvaged my shotgun and now I hate myself.
You don't scare me.
By accident. Oh, thank God.
Goob. Fuck would you do that? Fucking goob.
I'm a fucking retard, okay?
Goob!
Got retard strength.
God!
Eat a fat bitch over a mountain.
I thought you just said eat a fat bitch over a mountain.
I can do that too. And silence fills the room. 30? Or, I mean, 9. I'm retarded. Sorry, I was looking at what I had in my inventory. Okay. It's called the Breacher, apparently.
Back in first grade,
Oh my God,
my
this
teacher
gun
never
is
let me draw
superior.
dinosaurs in class.
This
I
holds
hope
11.
Zombies ate Mr. Howard first.
A shotgun that holds 30 fucking shells? I will take one. It'll help with those fucking bulletproof hunters, which is the most terrifying thing ever said. Yeah.
You having
Same
a good
thing.
one?
Oh my God, 30 fucking Oh my God, look at the mag! The mag's as big as my fucking head. Also fair. Alright, let's go do this fucking bullshit mission. I've got health. Wait, let me. I'm gonna craft some explosives real fast. Ooh, box mines. I can craft 6 at a time. Whistling. I just made 12. And I am erect!
I find stupid things funny.
You're still kicking.
I don't know if I told you the story of me fucking that redhead, Sean, but you know when Swagger Souls talks about him having sex as like a comedy session?
Yeah.
That's what I did when I was having sex with that chick. Like
Did
the
you
entire
fucking-
time I'm
did
just
you Seinfeld her?
Yeah, I basically, the entire time she's having sex and, like, performing really erotic actions, I'm making her crack up laughing, because I'm just, like, pointing shit out. I'm like, well, that's new. Wonder if my mother could do that. Just, like, fucking making horrible comments.
What if
The
she's just
entire
like,
time.
she's going to town doing whatever the fuck you want, and you pull a fucking Seinfeld, and you're like, what's the deal? Corn nuts. And she's like, shut up.
No, it was just like,
fuck up.
I was making a bunch of funny fucking comments and just being an idiot. And like, she's like, this is the first time anyone's ever made jokes when having sex. And I'm like, well, considering how I'm inside of you, I don't know how the situation could not be funny.
This entire action is a joke anyway.
I'm like, the human body's a joke. Pretty damn good one. And she's like, oh, let me pull out some lube. And I'm like, just don't fucking sound it down my urethra. And she just gives me this look like, what the fuck?
Put it in my nose.
She's like, how the fuck could I do that? I don't know. With enough effort and force and some magic pixie dust, anything's possible.
I mean, that's why I'm telling you, don't do it. That's why.
He's in the fucking way. No. Use the base shit.
If I keep dancing with the Plaugies, I'm done for.
Affected, but I dodged that.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate you fucking.
He's missing half of his head.
What time is it? Midnight? I appreciate you doing that at midnight.
I need some of that cure.
Wait, what happened?
Fucking has a generator, actual fucking power generator strapped to the back of his fucking truck, and he just came down the street and turned it on and parked in the middle of the road and then backed up and left. So all you can hear for like 10 minutes is just fucking cop.
I swear I'm this close to beating on someone.
Oh, Hunter, I got a shirt to show you that I'm gonna
Get your
get.
ass over here. I'll show you a real problem.
A shirt to show me? My phone on the charger in the living room. I'll have to grab it here in a sec. My mom was like, I'm gonna come by before your grandma comes back so so we can check and see if the house is up to snuff. And I'm like, it's up to snuff. But I said my bedroom fucking sucks. And she's like, that's because it's a mess. I'm like, no, it's not a mess. It's just I have a twin-size bed that is constantly caving in, moves left to right, and is so uncomfortable I would rather sleep on hardwood, which I have done for a month. And now I'm sleeping on the couch. Big upgrade, Chief. Fucking bed sucks dick. I literally use my bed as a chair. That's it. That's the only thing it's good for. My grandma's like, I spared no expense for this bed. And I like looked it up. The bed's like $40, and I'm like, you bitch. You spared quite a few. Don't you fucking lie to me.
Hey, over here.
Not bad for an old coat.
Chew on that.
Is the vehicle on fire? I got it. Alright, yeah, you got it. Alright. We'll go talk to this guy.
Oh my god, I find this stupid shit funny. My friend Alex posted onto his Snapchat story of the YOLO app.
Thanks for coming out.
Like, send me messages, like questions, and people are like, "Wow, dude, Loki really sad about this, and all this shit." He's like, "Go to bed," and like, "Go to bed. Where are you going to college?" And I'm like, "What's your stance on foreign policy?" Everyone's like, "Dude, where are you going to college? I'm gonna miss going to school with you." And then there's just one thrown in there that says, "What's your stance on foreign policy?" Just this swing from the left. The left field question. That's the shit that matters. Where are you going to college? Oh, I'm going to Barton. Oh, I'm just going to high school with you. Yeah, man, it was so sick. I'm gonna miss that. In left field, what's your stance on foreign policy? What do you think about the recent tension in Iran?
I haven't.
About what?
Go on. I don't know about them. Enlighten me.
Okay,
yeah, what's the
this is close enough. See that disgusting mess
Protesting
over there?
what?
That's a plague wall. Don't get too close unless you're ready for a serious fight.
Good question.
Uh-huh.
What are they
The doc
protesting?
calls it the
Good
next
question.
step in blood plague evolution. Personally, I think of these walls as the
Someone's
reason
just like, I
our
don't know
entire
what
squad
the fuck
is
this
dead.
make a sign.
We shot it, burned it, we blew it up. Nothing worked. Until the doc stumbled onto a neat little trick. Now,
Is it
you've
about
probably
workers'
seen
rights?
plague
That's
bloaters
what they
around the
should be
valley
protesting
already.
about.
The doc figured out that these bastards held the secret to
There's a lot
taking
of
down the
things
plague
they should be
walls.
protesting about.
Who's this doc you keep talking about? And what do plague bloaters have to do with anything?
I hope it's about worker, like, workers. I don't know what the word
My thing I've seen about China recently is that they're like transporting drones by drugs by drones. Jesus, sorry, cutting a zombie's head off. Got distracted.
They're transporting drones by putting them
Get in the fucking
drug
vehicle.
cars.
We're not fighting this. We're learning on how to kill them. We're learning on how to kill them. But they're using
If you
drones
approach slowly, you
to.
can harvest the bloater's poison gland before it explodes.
Transport drugs.
Wait, what?
Go fetch me one from that guy over there, and I'll show you what's next.
Wait. We have to sneak up on a bloater to get its
Careful.
gland?
If you fumble this, you have to track down another of these damn
Gross! I ain't touching that. Against Kindred, 30 seconds, go. Here's
Damn
my
it.
argument. Gross.
That wasn't exactly subtle.
So we gotta go over here. I marked it. Can you take your marker off, please? But no, they're transporting drugs and with drones, and it's pretty neat. And it's pretty neat.
I don't think that's the. I don't think that's the comment people are looking for.
So the police were like, "Hey, let's fight drones with drones." So they got drones with nets to catch the drugs from the other drones.
Okay, quiet now.
Yeah. So then the fucking drug lords.
Hunt around for another plague bloater.
Wait, what? It says there's a bloater in here. So basically, what they did was the fucking gang members were like, fuck it, they got nets, and they started capturing the police is fucking drones with nets.
So now they just have more drones with nets.
No shit, we have to slowly sneak up to the bloater while crouching. Yeah. And it's gonna tell us to do
by
something.
a crackhead.
Don't shine a light.
The crackheads win again.
Faster, old man.
You bitch! I literally had it harvested, and one of you fuckers spooked it. Oh my. What the fuck? Yeah, I was like harvesting it halfway through. It's like dun 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 dun, and I went, "What the fuck is going on?"
God help me! I don't know where I am.
There's a fucking bloater right over there. We're bloater hunting, I guess. Oh, there's a bloater right fucking there. Probably. Just don't let it see you.
That bloater looks infected.
Also, yeah, I've noticed.
Let's try this one more time.
Yeah, I saw the feral in the background. I'm a little frightened. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
When you take a scary large shit.
I don't know either, but I'm gonna try.
I like that no one's addressing what I just said.
I didn't hear what you said.
Heads up,
I didn't hear what you
freak
said.
nearby.
I said spooky dookie when you're taking a scary large shit.
It's like I always say.
Cool.
Things will look better tomorrow.
Oh. Shauna, I heard you. I'm just not laughing.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I have one marked that's lying down. Man, I don't want to live in this world anymore where there's Tumblr without nudity. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
Half the porn on Tumblr anyway was fucking furry porn.
I got most of my hentai.
I started looking around. This could take a while. Better
I got
keep it
most of my
down.
hentai from Tumblr.
Yo, did you see Belle
I
Delphine
can't
made a
shake this
Pornhub
fever on my
account?
own. I need some of that cure.
Is she gonna start?
Just go look at it.
Is she actually
Best
gonna
to
like
let a
do the
sleeping
Go
porn?
girl
look at
dry.
it. Just go
Or
look
is
at
it?
Just go look at it.
Okay.
It'll all make sense.
Careful.
Oh my god. Don't fuck with any of the other bloaters in the area. Just leave it alone. I'm gonna try to do this too.
I'll put it in perspective for you. She clickbaited everyone.
Oh, it's fucking fake.
It's hilarious, though. I love it. I shouldn't have expected anything less.
So you... I shouldn't have expected anything less. Wow.
She's funny, man.
That would piss
She's
me off.
funny.
I'd love to see her do porn.
She's funny. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, she's doing it. That's really cool. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh my god. I was like, she just fucking got everyone that was waiting.
Careful.
Oh, it killed me. It was so funny, though. Oh my god.
Carry any more crap.
It should have, like... It says, like... what's one of the example that she had on me?
Did you manage to harvest
It was
a point?
like
The dog has a process to
PO,
turn the
it was
chemicals
like
inside
doggy
this
style
thing into a weapon.
POV shit, and it
Just
was
thought of
just
something else I want to show
her
you.
holding the camera,
Let's hit
petting
it
her
before
dog.
we meet up with the doc.
Oh my god. Sometimes I go on Pornhub and I type in hentai and then there's actual animes and I'm just like,
Seems
no.
Like the army didn't quite bargain for this much trouble.
Dude, there's bootleg episodes of Phineas and Ferb on there.
Didn't anticipate this level of difficulty.
There's episodes of Phineas and Ferb that like they don't show anymore that they put on there.
It's nice to have
Dude,
Yeah, they put a lot of weird
Pornhub
shit on
community is
Pornhub.
Great.
on bloater patrol for the last couple of days.
They're not just people jerking off.
So
They've
it's
got
just the two
style.
of
Swine.
Didn't start that way, but yeah, bit off way more than we could chew.
No, like anyone that doesn't go to Pornhub for anything other that goes to all Pornhub only for porn and culture swines.
Yeah, there's a lot more to the problem.
It's a lifestyle. Yes, it's a lifestyle.
Oh my god, we just found a play card.
You got the videos of people doing the title changing shit, where it's like Anakin Skywalker fucks every kid in the
Gotta be a
room.
plague heart around here somewhere.
Kill the younglings.
Wait, what?
There's a video on Pornhub that says like it's like Anakin Skywalker fucked 7 kids at one time, and it's him walking in to kill them in the fucking Star Wars movie.
My favorite thing is there's a deal now where like kids don't know fucking Keanu Reeves is Keanu Reeves. They just know him as either John Wick or Fortnite guy. So it just shows like him, his face plastered over it of fucking Anakin killing the younglings holding a lightsaber.
I love it. Keanu's fucking amazing, man.
My favorite one is, you know that, yeah, oh yeah, you know that picture of that dude on his computer surrounded by like 3 chicks kissing, and he's just ignoring them.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one of that, and it's him on the computer, and it shows Keanu Reeves on his computer with the fucking trailer for God damn it, what's it called?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Dude. Then there's the shit of like, you're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking, dude. That shit was so funny. Dude, he's like an amazing guy.
Dude, he's awesome.
My stepmom hates him.
Why? There's really no reason for that.
She,
He is
her
so
hus-
cool.
Okay, her ex-husband was obsessed with Keanu Reeves, so she can't like him because her ex-husband was a piece of shit. So she's like, if that piece of shit liked him, he must be a piece of shit. And my dad and me are like, no, he's like an amazing person.
He's like the most wholesome dude on the fucking planet.
I know, he's one of the few celebrities that like, he literally was like, I'm not gonna own this charity deal because that's fucking stupid. I'm just gonna give you the money to run it yourselves.
Yeah, he like funds them, but he said, I'm not gonna attach my name to it.
Dude, he gave money to the dude on the Matrix set because he had an injury, and he helped set up the Matrix set too. Like, that guy's a fucking hero. You wanna know what's really fucked? you know he's divorced, right? You know why he's divorced?
Why?
His fucking wife had a stillborn, and their marriage fell apart, and he like suffered from depression still since then. He has like I think another kid, but like it's like a really fucked situation. He didn't divorce because of bullshit or cheating. He divorced because they had a stillborn and he couldn't cope with it. And I told my dad, I'm like, I'm gonna try to find dirty shit on Keanu Reeves. I look it up and I'm like, this only makes me love him and feel sorry for him more.
Looks like the bridge is out. Did you army guys blow
I'm
it
just
up?
like, Jesus, dude, that fucking anyone to deserve that
For
shit
the
would not be
longest
him.
time, I was like, there's gotta be a catch. There's gotta be a catch.
A few days later,
There's no catch.
woke up to the sound of two
There's
big
no catch.
explosions.
He's just the best person
Then our
on the
radios
planet.
went down, and we lost contact with the outside world. Things went bad in a hurry after that.
Oh, did you see the meme now of it's like it was announced that it said Cyberpunk is the Keanu Reeves has the second most lines in the game, only second to the player, and then it's fucking Fallout 4. It says everybody like that.
Wait, it said what?
Keanu Reeves has the most lines in the game, second to only the player's character in Cyberpunk. And then the name was everybody like that.
That's actually kind of dope.
Yeah, right?
Around?
They recognized. They were like,
So
hey,
when do
man,
I get to meet
Keanu,
this mysterious
love
doctor?
you, man. Get in here.
How
Get
about
in the
right
booth.
now?
I have two actors that I
There is
love
no way
unconditionally.
If they
and that's
did
Keanu
not,
Reeves.
I'm gonna be severely disappointed if they don't program in a "you're breathtaking" line in there.
They've got to do it now.
They have to. Mandatory. I'm gonna be disappointed if they don't.
I think we found the spot for it.
Hey, Doc, I'm back. I brought a new friend.
Good. Come on up.
These days, Dr. Hoffman is technically military.
During the outbreak, we were rescued by a patrol sweeping the area for high-value civilian assets. We're lucky they found her. The lab she runs has given us a lot of new weapons in the war against the zombies.
But no,
2 years ago.
my two favorite actors are Keanu Reeves and Ryan Reynolds.
Tech billionaire I never even met. Just keeping my head down,
Keanu
trying
Reeves
to
is my
push out
favorite
the edges
action
of medical
star,
parasitology.
and Ryan Reynolds is my favorite
The
comedian.
next thing you know, the world ends and the army whisks me off to a bunker.
What in? Oh, you're doing
rest
what?
is
In
history.
45 minutes?
Oh, before I forget, take this. This information will let you upgrade your medical facility to
Okay.
something less medieval. Among other benefits, you will be able to craft a special kind of plague cure that provides brief immunity to further infection.
Thanks, kid. I can't carry that much. That's my last one.
Who are your favorite actors,
I
Sean?
know this is a lot to take in. The truth
Give me
is,
just a second. I'm
we need
watching
your help.
cutscene.
The doc and I can't do everything needed to finish the job. You've proven yourself more than competent. I'd like to count on you to help us see this to the end.
I like what I'm hearing.
We'll be in touch when we're ready to take the next step.
Thanks for your help. And be careful out there, okay?
Okay, so I like Keanu a lot.
Hey there, I've been listening to your chatter over the radio, and you're doing it all
Harrison
wrong.
Ford.
Lucky for you, I'm here, and I'm willing to help you
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Who is this?
What's your favorite Harrison Ford movie?
out. I'm the person who can solve all your problems. All you have to do is come over and chat.
Wait, what?
Star Wars.
I'm not so sure about this idea.
That's right.
I grew up with
Well,
it.
now that he's dead.
Shut up.
How mad were you? Dude, whenever he died in the fucking, not the last Star Wars, but the one before that, I straight up nearly left the movie theater. My dad had to hold me down. I went, no, fuck this. And we went to watch the last Star Wars, and we're like, this shit fucking sucks.
Dude, Last Jedi sucked.
We were like, we should have let the fucking Japanese get Star Wars. They appreciate it. The South Park was right. Disney was gonna fuck it up.
South Park is almost always right.
That's the worst problem.
I'm heading out to see what this weirdo on the radio wants.
Great. I see you.
Last Jedi was so...
Now she's listening in on us?
I'll tell you why it was bullshit.
You think I'm the only
Was
one
because
listening in on the radio
that
chatter
movie
around
was supposed to be
here? That's
dark.
precious.
Like, that was supposed to be the dark movie of the trilogy, and they kept trying to throw in comedic humor in there.
I was gonna say that movie couldn't figure out what the fuck it was. That movie was so fucked because they were like, we don't have enough of a certain demographic in the group. Let's introduce an Asian actor. Let's make shit more complicated by making her a love interest. And I'm like, we already got tired of the love trio shit in fucking the first trilogy until we found out one of them was a fucking sibling. Don't do this shit to us again.
It's the shit of
And
like,
they fucking
I was
did
like,
it to us
look,
again.
I could have easily, when there could have been a redeeming moment when she was rushing towards that fucking like power generator or whatever it was that she blew herself, that she was gonna blow herself up in. Let her do it.
Yeah, no shit. I wanted her to die because I thought it would have
My
actually
thing
done
was
some
like,
good.
I didn't want her to die, but since it's such a dark movie, that's the kind of shit you need.
It's like,
It's
you killed
not supposed
Harrison
to be
Ford,
happy.
dude. That's your
It's not
darkest
supposed to
moment.
be
You haven't done
happy.
shit since.
Well, Luke's
But I was
dead
all
now.
pissed. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, that pissed me off too. I was
They're
so
gonna kill Leia in the next one.
They
Like-
they either have to, or they're just gonna let her live through CGI, which is not doing the actor justice. Might as well kill off
It's
all
also
three
the
of
thing
them.
of, I'm pretty sure that was the plan anyway, because Han dies in the first movie in the trilogy, then Luke died.
Leia
the
almost
second
died in
movie.
the second.
She almost died.
Then she got force powers for no reason.
It only makes sense for her to go out now.
Carrying this much might be a bad
What if they were like, she's the strongest Jedi now, and they just like, then the entire movie's just Leia fucking shit up.
Kill her off.
I hate you.
Jar Jar is
Get in the
Darth
fucking
is
vehicle.
what's his name? Is Snoke. Jar Jar is Snoke. Jar Jar is Snoke. He is Supreme Commander. He is Mace Windu. Jar Jar is Mace Windu.
How are you? God, get in the fucking car. I'm ready to go.
Happening. Jar Jar is Mace Windu.
I just
Jar Jar
got
is Mace Windu.
a few rucksacks put in
Mace
here. I
Windu
got-
is Supreme Commander is Snoke. Jar Jar is Snoke. He was. Oh my God.
Are they ever gonna explore Snoke, or are they just gonna leave that fucking open?
He's dead.
I'm still
isn't he?
pissed about that. Yeah, they fucking killed him off like a bitch.
I don't even remember half the movie. Like,
Sean, here's how they killed him. He had her. They fucking took her up to be imprisoned, and you know, like the entire movie, her and and fucking Han's son are having like shared visions. Yeah, bitch boy. He's basically My Chemical Romance teenager.
Here's my thing. Here's the formula for how Star Wars works and how it should work, because it makes for a really good trilogy. The first movie, the rebels are getting the foothold. They're getting their feet in the dirt. It's kind of working. They're figuring shit out. And in the second movie, they just get their ass wiped. Like, it's clean clock. Like, they get fucked. And then, like, the third movie is, like, this big comeback with, like, the hero story.
Yeah.
That's how that's how the original Star Wars films work. That's how the Star Wars comics work. That's how Clone Wars worked. That's how it all worked. Besides, like, the prequel trilogy. Yeah, original trilogy. And the, well, we were talking about the new ones for the
Finally got here.
people that
Looks like
died.
you know how to follow directions.
Because
Exactly
they
the skill
thought
set I'm
killing
looking
them was a
for.
good fucking idea.
I guess that
Killing
deserves
who?
a thanks.
Han.
Now, let me explain what you're going to be doing.
That was the dumbest scene
I
ever.
just need you to drive to a couple of locations and read messages over the radio.
Part of me says you're
It's
full of
just the
shit.
second movie's supposed to be dark.
No,
Rogue
seriously,
One was
that's
goddamn
basically it.
amazing.
But if you do it right, we're gonna be rich.
Oh my god!
I haven't even
Rogue
seen
One
that
was
one.
Good.
I was just like,
shit.
I hate prequel movies, and I know they fucked up the Han Solo one.
So good. Rogue One is so good.
Just go to these two
Like
locations.
it's literally the moments before the first movie. Like literally the ending scene is them tying it back to the movie, to where the original trilogy starts.
Sure thing, kid.
It's so good.
I know it ties in, I just haven't seen it.
Even before the army retreated.
I'm trying to think
it had been
because
gathering up every scientist
in that one.
I know everyone dies at the end.
Oh yeah,
which
everyone's
is
dead.
actually kind of neat.
It was like it was sad, but it was one of those things of like it made sense because we never hear from them again. Like we never hear about them in the original trilogy.
You know they were actually supposed to live on and come into the new trilogy as older actors.
It's just
The reason
kind
they
of a
died
thing.
wasn't because that wasn't the original plan. It was because of director differences, and the dude's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna kill him off." That's one of the reasons. I was pissed.
This valley don't have the vision to understand what I've accomplished.
Killing them all off because I was in there. I was like,
almost
there's
to the
no
first
fucking
sight.
way that they're gonna kill everyone off. I was like, it's not fucking possible, and then they did it.
The situation is bad. It's a lot of plague zombies.
I was like, there's no way that they're gonna kill off like these characters that have a lot of fucking they're really charismatic. You know. Ah, and then they did it. I was like, goddamn, okay.
Was the Han Solo movie good, Sean?
Didn't watch it.
Ah, shit, a feral!
Didn't care to watch it. Well, no, you already did the damage. Fuck you.
What's the point of learning the origin of someone who's already dead?
Well, we pretty much know his origin anyway.
Okay, go for the hand.
Fucking pisses me off.
Oh god, he's T-posing on my screen. Okay.
We're gonna make bank off this fucking dude that we just killed. Fuck you.
All clear.
Keep my favorite character alive, please. Can we just talk about how the blind guy from Rogue One was like such a good character.
Did he die too?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Hey, you alright? You still got that message I gave you?
Everyone that like appeared
I'm
on
here.
screen in that movie
You
is
sure this
dead.
message isn't a waste of time?
Is the blind guy the Jedi?
Just read it.
Hold the news reader's
Been a while
nose
since I
squarely,
watched it.
waiter, or friendly
And I
milk
wanna watch
will
it again.
countermand my trousers.
That's it.
Oh,
One
it's so
down,
good.
one to go.
I couldn't.
Get out
I
there,
was
Tiger.
so torn. I was like, God damn it! Does this top Empire Strikes Back for me? Because Empire Strikes Back is always my favorite because I loved the Battle of Hoth.
One thing I liked about the Star Wars series is like they went back through the original movies and like enhanced them like 10 years later. So now those movies are easier to watch. So like you don't have like your nostalgia glasses broken as much.
Part of me says you're full of
Yeah.
shit.
You know, did you see what they did with the Han scene in A New Hope in the remasters?
What did they do?
There was this whole theory about Han shot
I'm gonna go to the
first.
second objective. And we'll do it. Yeah.
Jurassic
They
Junction.
changed it. They
Captain
changed the
Logan.
scene.
It's time I showed you why I've been harvesting those poison
Did it show
plants.
him shooting first?
I'm pretty sure they made it to where he didn't shoot first.
I'm here and getting started.
Okay, same deal as
You
It's
shot
the
first.
scene with him and
make the broadcast.
what's his name? Greedo.
I sure hope I'm right about this. I can't believe I'm playing along with this crap.
Come on, don't wuss out on me now.
him and Greedo get.
What is
it's
this
the
that
part
we're
where
thus?
Luke
Can it
and
be the
Obi-Wan
motor
are about
bus?
to come into the.
Terrible motorbike must
Are about to go in
translate,
to meet him.
Continue calls for clam bake.
And it's this whole shit
Now
about
we wait.
Han shot first or whatever.
Order arrived. Kilo Angel 20. 2 Mike. Holy crap, it worked. Go to the third site, hurry.
Somebody already picked this place clean.
I don't
Yeah.
know why.
I
It's like they
agree
know
with
I'm least prepared.
Han shot first refers to a controversial change made to a scene in
What was that
the
weird
film
voice I
Star
just
Wars,
heard?
in which Han Solo is confronted by the bounty hunter Greedo in the Mos Eisley Cantina. In the original version of the scene, Han shoots Greedo dead. Later versions are edited so that Greedo attempts to fire at Han first. They altered the scene to try to give Solo more justification in modern political climates for acting in self-defense. Many fans and commenters opposed the change, feeling it weakened Solo's character. Yes, they made it to where they made it to where Greedo shoots first, so that acting in self-defense because of the political climate. Because of real world. Yeah. And I was just like, dude, that built his character. He was a no mercy, ruthless fucking smuggler. That's what he was. So of course he's gonna fucking shoot first. He's being confronted by a bounty hunter sent by the guy that wants his money. What the what's he gonna do? That's a Han thing to do. Just shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to rewatch that with my dad and just watch him go, what the fuck?
So there's this whole thing of people are just disregarding it completely and are like, no, Han shot first. And George is, and then like George Lucas is like, well, no, he shot in self-defense, and everyone's like, no, Han shot first.
Check out what I just found.
Yeah, so do I.
Dude, my dad still has the original Star Wars box set just sitting in his living room, like, it has its own monument.
My dad has a fuck ton of VHS.
All they're doing is telling the government exactly
He's got,
what they are
let me think of all the ones he's got.
Classic psyop.
My dad has the original Titanic.
Oh, dude, I have the original Titanic, and then whenever they re-released it in movie theaters, I went and watched it. It was so
Yo! Did you see that they're re-releasing Endgame?
Yeah, and you know what the only difference is? Is the ending credit
some
scene, apparently. There's supposed to be 2 different end credit scenes. One of them, I think, is a Stan Lee collaboration to honor him, and I think the other one is going to show some shit in Stage 4.
I'll take
and
that.
another one's a celebration.
I'll take that.
And I think Spider-Man Homecoming is also teasing a lot of Stage 4 stuff, because there's a lot of like reviews saying that like the end credit scene is phenomenal or something.
Sometimes I just go watch a Marvel movie because
There's
I
a
want to see the
theory.
end credits
There's a
scene.
theory right now because he gets Tony Stark's glasses. There's a theory that Tony left a version of himself as an AI in those glasses for Peter to
What
get.
if he becomes Jarvis?
Well, see, in the comic books, that actually happens. Tony becomes an AI when he dies, and he helps out the female version of Iron Man, who takes up the mantle until he gets brought back to life. So, like, they very well could draw from the comic books and get that exact thing. But he could do it for Peter instead, because they're trying to preach that Peter's going to be the new Iron Man. So it makes fucking perfect sense.
That went just like... Whoa, this is nice. I didn't expect the
Because there's a scene in the trailer that shows him putting on the glasses and going, whoa, and then it just
What, you think those
cuts.
nerds at the network have the skills to
Damn.
build and operate an automated fleet of
Dude,
drones?
I am
Not likely.
so excited to Far From Home.
Comes out in a few days.
if we
Or,
join
like,
I
a
love
week.
Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel hero. my guy.
Great. I knew you'd agree.
Spider-Man.
Okay, let's head on over to Jurassic
We can take this
Junction.
chick back to base and you should be good. She's
Oh,
gonna build
don't look so
drones for me.
surprised. Of course I know where you live.
So now I should have everyone I need for the base for all the reliable upgrades.
So, if Cleo is still up there delivering payloads, that has to mean the government is out there too. And if she's listening, then they gotta be listening too. Which begs the question, what the hell are they waiting for? Unless, of course, this is all going according to their plan.
There's been a theory that, like... What?
Fucking Silence of the Lambs.
What's wrong? Did I just blow your
Still
mind?
that movie.
Wake up, my friend.
Huh.
It's one of the only
Never seen it.
like horror movies that I like. You haven't seen Silence of the Lambs?
No. The only movies I've watched that were had any like pop culture or stuff. Keep in mind, my mom restricted me in my house. Ryan can attest to this. I didn't get to see shit unless I was with my dad, so I got to watch a bunch of old movies through that, which is why I like Star Wars so much. And also, the only thing I could watch till the age of 12 was just PBS.
My dad let me watch Austin Powers and South Park when I was like 8.
I ran out of gas right in front of the base.
I can assure you.
My dad would put the movie in, and then like 10 minutes in, he'd be like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm like, what? And he goes, I don't know if I should let you watch these movies, but I'm doing it anyway. So I grew up on Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, Fat Bastard, and Kyle, Stan, Kenny, and Cartman.
I'm a little winded.
Leave him be. Leave him be. Beautiful! Gorgeous! So, Sean, you've seen the trailer for Watch Dogs 3, right?
Nope.
You haven't?
I haven't played a Watch Dogs game, my guy.
Oh my god. Watch Dogs 1 was fucking amazing. Watch Dogs 2 was but you could play it with your friends, so it was kind of okay. And Watch Dogs 3 looks like the greatest game ever made.
Just never played, never got into them.
You don't need to play the previous ones to play the current ones, I'm going to tell you that right now.
Previous ones to play the current one.
Okay. 2 deals of bullets, health, and gas, which I know 1 health and 1 gas were mine. I think 1 bullet was mine? Or was those 2 bullets yours? Okay, I'll store the... Yeah, there's only 1, which is weird, because I know one's mine. But basically, the aspect is you know, like the hard Brexit shit in fucking Britain that they're like kind of talking about right now?
Yeah.
Basically, it's like that, but like the 99% of the people in the world are against like the automation and all the bullshit. And so you get to literally have a thing of just, you could be anyone in the world. Basically what happens is you can just recruit anyone from the world and be anybody, like old ladies and shit. So there's like an old lady with a taser in the trailer who's beating up guards and cussing people, and she's like an ex-assassin.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucking, like, look up the trailer alone, and you will just, like, watch it right now. It's fucking good, dude.
My thing was just, I never got into them, like, I don't know.
the whole concept of those games, which those games don't have a story that goes into the next one. They're independent of each other.
Yeah.
So
It's just
basically,
like
the concept is
gameplay.
like
the game is the same, like what it's based on. All based around
well,
one kind of thing. Like, oh, you are high skill dude, high skill hacker dude.
Yeah, the first one you're like a hacker slash mercenary dude who'd done some shady shit in the past, and like I guess your nephew got caught up in
Or a good
it.
example, it's like Ghost Recon. Like none of the Ghost Recon games are about the same thing, and none of them barely pertain to one another, but they all kind of have the same general basis.
Like vibe.
Like you're playing as an elite group of soldiers, doing different shit, but no one is the same. Like the very first Ghost Recon was you were fighting the Russians.
Huh.
This one you're fighting a cartel, and they're all different. No, and like there's not like there's a few cross-referencing things. Like this is a character that knew this guy from the Russian invasions and shit like that. But it's never like, hey, this is your same group and we're on a new thing. Besides the new one. Besides Breakpoint. Breakpoint and Wildlands is, I'm pretty sure Breakpoint's a direct sequel.
That's what it's looking like.
Well, because the villain in the trailer is in this game. Is in Wildlands.
Who's the villain?
It's Walker.
Walker, like the...
Walker's a ghost.
Chick?
No, that's Bowman. That's what Operation Oracle is you meet Walker.
Fine by me.
And he guides you through this whole shit of you trying to cover up CIA things that could be leaked. And you meet Walker, and Walker's him and Bowman don't get along, and they have this whole shit, and it looks like Walker finally snapped. Because in the trailer he said I should expect nothing less because I'm a ghost too. And in this game, Walker is a ghost played by the same guy. Looks like the same guy, sounds like the same guy, is the same guy.
I don't remember Walker because it's been so long since I played that.
Walker's in one of those side operation ones.
Can I do what, Ryan? Yeah. Believe I do not. Let me check. Yeah, I'm not seeing shit for that. I need to get more like base supplies. I don't think I have any of them stored in the back of.
I'm sorry about all this.
Alright, Bento, come on out.
Someone get on the radio and find out where we can get some supplies.
We've got people on it.
Says there's building supplies in those buildings over there. And now it wants me to go back to Captain Logan. I don't even know how long this stream is. What time is it? Almost 1 in the morning. Damn.
That's a good offer. We need a lot of materials if we want to build up this place.
I gotta work, but I should be on around the same time. But I know I want to switch to another game before I call it a night. So I'll probably try to play Overwatch or the game Sean is currently playing.
Probably gonna play some Overwatch.
I think I am. I do need fucking materials. Like I don't have enough, so I'm probably gonna have to hunt those down tomorrow to get a sustainable amount. Let me see. Okay, I'm checking to see what time I have to go into work tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 22nd. That's nuts.
Once we arrived, it was clear that the isolation of the valley had allowed the blood plague to develop.
I gotta go in at 12. Wait, no. Tomorrow's.
However,
Technically today's Friday. Fuck me. Gotta go in at 1:30. Gotta go at 12:30 on Saturday.
Truly isolated. Every living person here was trapped and surrounded by the dead.
You know you are the prettiest puppy in the world, and I love you more than anything. I think you know. You are my fur baby. And I love you more than anyone. Anyone.
For my next base, I'm gonna live in a giant boots.
Guess I'll die.
Fuck, guess I'll die. One sec. I'm gonna before I end the stream, I gotta send you some shit, and I want to get your response of it on stream. I tried making a shirt. Get yours here. Yearn for true gender equality.
Damn.
Every time I turn the corner, I find another room. That's Toon Link.
We got two more bags.
Toon Link.
Of what? Toon Link.
My dog speaks dialect with me.
Okay, so I took a bunch of pictures while I was up at my dad's house. So these two pictures are these four pictures. His fucking dog literally has a license, and his other dog literally wears a pink scarf, and they call him gay.
Hey.
Because he's gay. That's their
The
reason.
license. Why?
Look at. Do you see that shit though? She's literally got a Kansas license.
Why?
On the back of it, it says, "Feed me this specific food or I'll fart."
It does clean me a fart.
Fuck. I got a horde attacking the back of my base. Oh, there's a juggernaut in my base. Fuck me. I killed him. Yeah. Somebody got really hurt though.
When I was 5, I could name over 100 dinosaurs. The other girls thought I was weird, but I didn't.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check my community.
My dog speaks more eloquently.
Did you just come in and say pussy? Yeah, I don't like it when you say the N-word. I prefer pussy.
Well, if this is
I mean, at least when I come in, I've got the decency to say titties.
Damn. Every time I turn the corner, I find another room.
Alright.
Sean, what? You want to play a game?
We'll be on tomorrow,
Overwatch.
Ryan.
Yeet, sounds good to me because I don't have fucking pass anymore. You don't have what? I don't have the game pass anymore. Why? It's a long story, but I did not account for it in this month's bills, and well, okay, I had shut off recurring billing and planned on when it expired, just buying like another month or something, like buying it like a month at a time.
Yeah.
And like I'd shut off recurring billing to make sure that I wouldn't get fucking charged for shit. But they fucking charged me for another 3 months anyway, and I didn't have enough fucking money in my account to pay for it. Yeah. And so they overdrafted my account because my bank will still let the charge go through and just overdraft your account, but charge you $25 when you go fucking overdraft. So for the $2 that I was missing, they covered the $2, so I was negative $27 in my account. All of a sudden, and I had just had $27 in my account. And I was like, "Alright, what the fuck?" So I did some calling. I called fucking Microsoft and got them to refund me. And then I called my bank and got them to waive the fucking fee because none of this shit had happened because recurring billing was not on. So, ta-da! I don't have Game Pass. I have money in my account. At least or a little bit of money until tomorrow.
I still don't know if our situation is known to my superior officers.
Well, technically until today.
I expect they
I get paid today.
completely on our own.
Nice. I'm just trying not to catch that $25 fucking charge.
I'm afraid our team
Yeah. Fair.
did not fare well.
So, I fed homeless people today.
That's hot.
Whoa.
I fed homeless people a lot. It's fun.
Twice the size of my last home.
That was pretty interesting.
That's fun stuff. There's no home. There's homeless people, but all the homeless people are crackheads around here, so you know. It's less of they're homeless
all
and
homeless
more of
people
I like
crackheads?
crack.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, you know how like when you're up in Hayes, you're near Wichita?
Yeah.
Fucking I was like, you know, I tried dating sites when I was up at Hayes and it didn't really work out. And one of the reasons I just immediately deleted some of them was one of the first people I ran across was a homeless lady from Wichita who was like 25 but looked like she was 50 because she'd constantly done meth. And in her bio it says like active meth user, getting off the shit, I have no home, and I have like 8 kids. All of them were taken away from me, and I want more. And I'm like, oh.
How about no?
And then it gets better. And then for college, I had to volunteer at the homeless shelter in Wichita a few times, which was fine. I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. A lot of those people are really cool. And I saw the same bitch there, and I went, oh. I went, fuck that.
Sorry, but
No,
one
but there's
thing
some
that I have
people
a
that are like,
problem
I've been
with...
homeless for 20 years, and I'm just like, damn.
Damn, that sucks. One thing I have a problem with is people that come in and buy cigarettes with food stamps.
I hate that!
Just gonna make that comment because I think that's stupid as shit. And they don't just buy a pack, they buy fucking 4 of them. And I don't know why.
No, they've got this
and
thing.
I'm just like,
they've got this thing for fucking.
This is the reason you're on food stamps.
They've got this tax exempt thing for people. So now food stamps aren't the only thing. Now apparently if you have such a low income or you've been fucked, they're tax exempt and they'll use it on everything. So they're like, hey, I made this dollar purchase.
The food stamps that we have, they're all tax exempt. All of them are tax exempt. Every single fucking one of them. They're all tax exempt. Well, guess what? They can buy whatever the fuck they want on food stamps for some fucking reason. So they just go and get cigarettes. And I'm just like, yeah, you feed that poverty. I'm just like,
That's so okay, in Oklahoma it's a bit more restricted. Like they have to get certain things like cleaning supplies, and food
WIC,
and like basic needs.
When they're on WIC, it has a specific thing that you can buy, and it's not like they just put money on an account. It should have like you have to pay, like you have certain things that you have to get. It should have like oh, you can get however many pounds of fresh fruit, and you can get whatever the fuck of the meat and this and that. Well, some people do that, and the other people are just like, fuck it, I'm gonna get food stamps and feed my poverty. And I'm like, you goob.
Yeah. No,
Stop.
Oklahoma at least is a bit more refined than Kansas because, like, in Oklahoma, you have to have the tax exempt form to get the tax taken off. Like, so if you have food stamps, you have to pay the tax unless you have the tax exempt forms, and they're like big fucking certificates. You know what's fucked though? There's a dude that comes into the store and has
out $40 vouchers. The churches around here give out $40 vouchers to people, and they always get pissed off at me when I tell them, oh, and it even says on the voucher, it says like, good to use for $40 worth of like, it's like necessities. So it's like if they're getting like meat, fruit, eggs, milk, shit like that, they can buy $40 worth of whatever, but they can't have chips, brownie mix, fucking any kind of junk food. They can't buy Gatorade. They can't buy pops, cigarettes, alcohol. None of that. You can't get any of that on there. And I had one person come up with only fucking Gatorade, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. And they're like, what? What? And I'm like, you can't do that. I'm told you can't do that. And they're just like, fucking my voucher. And I'm like, yeah, your voucher says it right there, you fucking cockbrain. Get the dick out of your ear and listen.
You want to know what's fucked? Is we send people off in the military that are veterans, and they come back, and they get tax exempt, which they deserve because they fought for our country and actually served. You know that if you're just poor as shit, you could get literally the same thing?
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's bullshit. So this old guy comes in, he's a fucking Vietnam War vet. He's a fucking guyman. He's like cool as shit. He doesn't talk a lot. He's got one of them. He holds up his card. And he's like, here you go. And he always wears his army dill, and like we talk about it because like our family's military, so we always have interesting conversations. And I'm just like, you're a cool dude. And then like you get fat bitch McGinnis that comes in, and with her fucking 4 kids, 5 on the way, and she's not married. She's just hooking up with randos, and she's like missing half her teeth because she's a fucking crack whore, and she's got fucking that tax exempt form and fucking food stamps, and you're like, no, this is the thing I was talking about the other day. I told my brother this, and I said, I know this might sound fucked, but I think that if you qualify for food stamps and tax exempt, you should be forced on regulatory birth control, because you shouldn't be allowed to have children in that situation when they're already fucked. You shouldn't have more and put you in an even shittier situation. You're putting kids in bad lives. I'm like, if you want food stamps, they should have to meet certain requirements. Like, hey, stop having fucking kids, get your life in order, then have kids.
It's not hard. A box of fucking condoms here of like 5 of them is like $3.
Look, let me tell you something. Down here, the motherfucking health department hands out literal like
they give them
brown
out for
paper
free!
bags of fucking condoms. Like I'm talking 50 fucking condoms.
Schools give them out for free. You can go down to the fucking Planned Parenthood and they'll give you some.
Free. They give them to anyone, not just college students. Like they're like, okay, it's kind of weird that there's an adult in here buying or getting condoms, but I get it, whatever. But fucking, you can buy a box for $5, and if you don't have $5, maybe you shouldn't be having fucking kids.
Dude,
like,
I am 21 years old, and I have had an active sex life for a few years, like at a peak, and I didn't knock anyone up because I actually used fucking condoms.
Look,
haven't
even
had
when
the
I wasn't
opportunity.
using condoms,
So I don't have to worry.
Pull-out game was strong. But
I've done the pull-out game. I can play Jenga, my bro.
The only thing is, the one time I
call
failed,
that the emergency yikes move.
we call that I failed
emergency
once,
yikes move.
and I fucked up. But we ain't gonna talk
The
about
one
that.
time my Jenga block fell over and spewed all over. The Jenga block didn't come out.
Fucking. Whenever we went to the free women's health clinic to get the ultrasound and everything done, fucking, they handed me like 3 condoms while I was waiting in the lobby, and I'm like, doesn't fucking do much good now.
It's like the vine. It's like the guy passing the Magnum.
The vine.
And he goes, "Well, those don't work." And then he turns around to the kid in the cart. It's like,
my favorite
Well,
one's the one
those
it's a little
don't
too late for a
work.
condom, and it's just a baby with a condom pulled over its head.
Oh my god. Like,
is it too late?
I'm like,
I couldn't get it. Like, I looked at her and just went, it's a little late now, and she just like looked at me with this face of, I didn't fucking think about that. Like, hey, look, she's already pregnant. Now I don't need condoms.
and now I get a ride for free till that fucking fuck you fairy comes around. It's like, get ready for the next 18 years, bitch.
I get the first 9 months free. I
had 2 weeks free, and that was it. But, oh well, still fucking worth it.
Then I snipped that in the butt. Could have been the white trash person who just took a fucking coat hanger to it.
Yeah, at least.
Believe it or not, that
Yeah.
fucking happens.
Yeah, I know it fucking happens.
Believe it or not, you know, that typically happens in people, in like 14 and 15-year-olds that are too embarrassed to tell their parents.
Yeah. Hitting a
Exactly.
demographic pretty hard right there, my bro.
Like, I'll be honest. Because typically anyone over 18, like, they just fucking buck up and go to a clinic and deal with it. Like,
I'm just against abortions in general. Like, here's my thing with the boo.
I'm only for abortion if it's like, hey, they got raped. I'm
Nope,
like,
not
go
for
ahead.
it. Not for it.
Oh.
Because they can do this. I'm not for it. The reason why is because statistics have shown that 0.12% of actual abortions that are like actually the documented abortions that they have, 0.12% of them were from rape victims.
Oh, okay.
The rest of them were from just people just fucking around, got knocked up, don't want to have a baby.
look. Okay.
the sound
So,
effect was at the
that's
perfect
kind of
time,
what
got
happened to me,
knocked
but
up.
you have to,
Ting!
like,
So, here's the thing. There are now all kinds of shit to prevent preventing inception of the child in the first place. Even after it's happened, like even after like you've had sex and goofed, and you shot the
Day
goof.
after pills.
Okay, you can
Here's
do
the thing
day
with the
after
day after
pills.
pill, that
There's
with
a
me-
thing that you can do. There's a shot you can get if you go to them within 3 days, where they can give you a shot, and it basically speeds up the person's period, so that inception never happens. So like it like cancels it out. It's like nope, not doing it. Also, just wear a fucking condom. It's not hard.
So here's the thing that happened with me. I was not wearing condoms because my game was strong. I messed up once.
you're a
and
dumbass.
The whole reason that the whole mess up happened was it was fucking shower sex. And shower sex, let me tell you, is not easy. The easiest way to do it is to pick up the female and put them on.
Put them on the
Yeah,
wall.
so if your girlfriend weighs over 80 pounds, you gotta drop her.
Don't do that, and you're like, it's too late.
So the thing for me is like, I went to like, I pulled out, but I thought I pulled out fast enough, and I didn't. And we both
You're
thought it.
dumb,
Like
man.
there was like we couldn't tell, and so like we thought we were good, and then we didn't know until 4 weeks later. So, yeah, you know, the morning after pill didn't work for that. That was my fuck up. It was shower sex. You can't use lube in a shower.
Nobody
So
uses.
condoms are painful
You
as fuck.
gotta use a fucking condom when you're having sex that isn't missionary or doggy style. I'm sorry.
Like that's why.
Those
And,
are the
like,
only
my
two
one
exceptions.
thing for
In our
you, Mac,
situation,
that I will
in our
criticize you
situation,
for
I knew
is
you
was-
knew the risk.
Yes, and I will say
fucking
that.
took it.
We knew the risk, and that's what I will say is we knew the fucking risk. But we both knew that we were not ready. Like neither of us were financially ready. I hadn't started at AMR yet. I was still working at fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. and she didn't have a job and was planning on going into the military. Like she was getting ready to to do her physical and everything to go into the military. And they won't let you in when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
And so it's like we both knew we were way not fucking ready for a kid. Like
if I was
that
the
kid,
military, I'd be like, we'll take you and your baby. If you live long enough, he'll serve his term.
like our thing was like, I would have had to immediately start my job and start working ridiculous hours at AMR, which I already do kind of work ridiculous hours, but I would have had to immediately start working ridiculous hours, which would have put her in a situation of being a stay-at-home mom, dealing with it 24/7 and almost never seeing me. And so it's like, then I wouldn't be able to see the kid and shit like that. Like, just all this to put it together to have that kid, we weren't ready for it.
Gotta yabba dabba do what you gotta yabba dabba do.
You know, I'm not proud of the decision. By any means. I'm not proud of the decision we made. But it was a decision that needed to be made.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I also feel bad because after you told us that shit and you like muted yourself, fucking Josiah couldn't hold his fucking mouth shut and just blurted it out on stream. Out of all of us to do it, I think even Ryan went, what the fuck? Because no one expected Josiah to just go.
Yeah, because like, I was like hinting at it, even with my mic muted. I was still only hinting at it, and then Joe just goes, "You had an abortion?" And I was like, "Well, fucking thanks."
I'm pretty sure Joe just like blanked, like he just.
I told him. I made
seconds
fun of them
like,
for
"Oh,
like a
fuck, we're on
week
stream."
later. I made fun of him a week later because before we had done it, we had even said we're not saying it because there's a stream going. Nobody fucking say it, and Josiah just went, "I'm sorry, Double D."
Life has many doors, then, boy.
And I just went, what the fuck? Now, I don't personally agree with it, Mac, but I mean, it's your life to live and you know what's best, so if you feel like you couldn't do it, I guess.
My thing is I know your character, I know you, like, more as a person, so I know that wasn't one where you were just like, fuck it, let's just stick the coat hanger up in the goo, fix the problem.
Right.
You are like...
And
like it was an actual tough decision for you.
It was
you
one
also
of those
weren't the
things of,
one
like,
who thought of it first.
Yikes.
No, I actually did. Because when we first found out, she was kind of having a mental breakdown, and I brought up I kind of brought up the idea of it, but it was more
I
of
thought she was the one that pushed it.
It was more of a do you want to keep it? And we actually sat down and we had decided to keep it, and then we sat down the night after that, or maybe it was 2 nights later, we sat down and actually had a discussion about finances, what we would have to do to actually raise the kid, and actually, not just finding out all emotional, figuring everything out, sat down and made a plan of what we would actually have to do.
Yeah.
And that's when we realized that it would not put us in a very good situation at all. And so with that, it was just, we made the decision for what would be best, not only for us, but, raising the kid. We would not have been in a good position to raise the kid.
Yeah.
So we made the decision based off of that.
You made the call. Execute Order 66.
Do what?
I'm not the biggest fan for it, especially in that instance. I can kind of see, yes, you do. Me and Sean aren't the biggest top on the board. I think, but honestly, I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to say this right now. Let me say this. One of my main reasons I can be slightly pro-abortion is my parents shouldn't have fucking had me. My parents shouldn't. They were fucking dumbasses. They were dumbasses, and my mom pretty much got knocked up on purpose. My dad wasn't ready for it, and then she suckered him into a second kid. So, both of our lives have been pretty fucked from the get-go. We finally got our shit kind of in order now. But, I don't think it should have ever been like this in the first place. It should have just never fucking happened. So, I can agree with certain instances. It's just, I don't think people should just be like, oh, I was a dumbass, didn't wear a fucking condom, and I'm just like fucking yeeter skeeter, stab it with my Peter.
That's how I feel.
My whole thing, it's just after looking at the stats and shit that they've posted, like everything that people have come up with in research, it's just the mass majority of it are people that just like recurringly go in one after another after another after another, because they just know that's their backdoor way out, that they'll just go in and get it aborted, so that they just fuck whoever they want. And see, like, and then with
and
no
that's
repercussions.
and that's an
And I'm like,
extreme
that's
on one
stupid.
end, but yeah.
And I'm like, that's stupid. No, that's the stats, man. That's the official stats.
I don't agree with
from
people that are
women's
just
healthcare.
like, you know, oh, I'm gonna fuck around and not use a condom,
It's
not be
just-
on birth control, and then
They just don't
have
give
an
a fuck.
abortion if I do get knocked up. Like, I don't agree with that. I really don't. Like, my situation was a little different. Like, my situation, yes, I knew the risks. Yes, I did it anyway. But I didn't want to bring up a kid in that environment. You know what I use? You know what I do now? I use fucking condoms. You know? The thing, like, it's not as enjoyable for me or her. They're hella uncomfortable. For her especially. But we do it, you know? And she's going to be getting on birth control here soon. But, like, you know, that kind of situation, when you actually sit down and think about it. And that is one thing I will say about the clinic that we went to, is they didn't let you just go in and do it. You had to go in for counseling on a day, and then you had to wait 24 hours before you could actually go in and do it. You know, they made you actually think about it.
That sounds like a better clinic than most, but like the ones around here that we have are just, you can just go in and do it. Like they don't give a fuck.
I think Planned Parenthood will do it at a certain stage too.
They just don't fucking care. And I'm like to me, that's the point where I'm like, to me, that is taking another person's life. Like,
And,
that
like,
has
the
to be
other
a very
situation being,
serious
like-
decision. Like, it shouldn't be taken lightly as like a thing of, oh well, oops, I gotta go fucking do this shit now. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. And it's just, looking at it, and the research that they've given, it's just like the same people going in repeatedly. And you're like, that shit has to stop.
Like,
And I think we are.
Like that everyone likes to push is, everyone likes to push, you know, oh, there's always adoption. Well, here's the thing. Like, you have to bear in mind how, like, yes, there's always adoption. But there's a ton of kids in that system already that are waiting to go to a home. And on top of that,
could be a good thing if we fixed it. But, like, it's busted right now.
And then,
And it's such like a taboo thing now. Like, people look down on it, and I don't think they should. But like, people are like, oh, well, you're adopted, you know.
Like, the other thing for me is like, then
do what? What, Ryan?
Like,
what'd you say?
But like, the other thing for me is like, it's just adoption. Like, you still have that 9 months where you're carrying a child. You know, we don't get paid maternity leave in U.S. You know, so when it comes down to that, like, you're still gonna be out of work for that. You know, you're still putting your body through that experience of doing it, and like, of giving birth. And then on top of that, like, for instance, say, like, our instance where Caitlin's going into the military, she wouldn't have been able to join for 9 months. Like, it's kind of a...
She probably wouldn't have passed a physical after either.
Right. Like, it's just a... You know... that's what else I thought about. Like, we both thought about, is like, you know, we would have been delaying her being able to do what she wanted for 9 months, and on top of that, me working my ass off to try and support everything. And so, like, some situations I do agree with, you know, some situations I don't. I think there should be a heavier background screening, and that it shouldn't just be available to everyone.
I think the problem is like a lot of systems like that are a little fucked. It's like we don't have enough like measures put in place. Like fucking Social Security and all that shit are still fucked, and fucking like me and Sean were talking about with like, and me and Sean were talking about like the fucking tax exempt shit. There needs to be fucking regulations and verifications put in place for this shit.
Yeah. And then, like,
I don't think people that are
like
going to start spending their fucking money on cigarettes and alcohol should be getting food stamps. If that's what they're going to spend their fucking food stamps on.
And look, here's one of the
and
things
then, and then people are going to go like, well, what about poverty? And what about them being homeless? And I'm like, oh, shit don't fucking matter if they're not willing to fucking work for it. Going, goddamn
like,
it. You're telling me I got to bust my fucking ass getting money so that I can pay it to the government so they can pay some fucking crackhead on the street so we can go buy more crack because the system's
I literally
busted?
get $200 taken out of my paycheck every fucking paycheck. It's a bullshit, and it's like knowing it goes to fuck situations doesn't make you feel better about it.
Yeah. But like, one of the things that I have an issue with currently is Medicare. And the reason I have an issue with that is because one of the biggest things is the ambulance rides. Yes, I believe that healthcare should be cheaper for everyone. We need to fix our healthcare system. But, you know, for Medicare for ambulance rides, like, Medicare give you, like, basically is pretty much free ambulance rides. Yeah. And the issue I have with that is that now you've got all these stupid, like all these people calling in stupid bullshit, like Hunter, what I ranted about to you yesterday.
Oh my god,
all
that's
this
a
stupid
fuck situation.
Bullshit that ends up in fuck situations and bringing, like, Sean, you didn't hear about it.
No.
But
Give him the cliff notes.
Yeah, basically, long story short, was someone called 911 because they were getting chased by dogs and got knocked off their bike. It was some bullshit story. We both know, like, me and my partner knew because the injuries did not line up with what they were telling us. Like, what they told us happened versus, like, the injuries they had didn't match up. And they wanted to go to the hospital. Well, we were the central unit in my city. We were in the center of our city. We were the only truck in our city. That's...
He got cut out, I think. Yeah.
I think Roller died, I'm sorry. You're good. So...
Only truck in your city, continue?
Only truck in our city, and then so... The truck had to come over from the next city over to cover our city while we dealt with this patient. This bullshit call. While we're dealing with this, and the truck's on the way from the next city over, fucking... In the north part of our city, this truck's coming from the south highway. In the north part of our city, there's a call for a 14-year-old OD. And so this 14-year-old now had to wait 15 to 20 minutes for this truck to get there, for this ambulance to get there. I was ODing because, like, she did it for the attention, and yes, like, I don't agree with the fact that she did it for attention, but her mom didn't give a fuck about her doing it for attention because she really didn't give a fuck about anything in that kid's life, unfortunately. But, so that 14-year-old was out brain damage because it took the next truck available 15 to 20 minutes to get there. Because we were dealing with a bullshit call that we shouldn't have even been called out there to, because her boyfriend, baby daddy, man, whoever the fuck was there with her, followed us to the hospital and could have very fucking easily driven her to the hospital. But no, had to call a fucking ambulance because she gets free ambulance rides. And because of that, now this 14-year-old is fucking brain damaged and it's bullshit. That's one of the issues I have. It's because they're
Yeah.
getting free ambulance rides for anything, it's pulling away fucking critical resources from critical calls. And I think that at the very least Medicaid should be a medical necessity only. Like if they're like free ambulance rides. Why? Like if it's a medical necessity that you needed an ambulance, okay, cool. Go for it. You get your free ride. But if it's I stubbed my toe at 3 in the morning and I have to go to a hospital and my family is going to follow me down in their own car, you know, kind of situation, bullshit. Don't pay for it. You know, turn around and send that fucking $1,200 bill to the person.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Because they're pulling away those critical resources, and people don't think about that when they call 911. All they think about is ambulance ride. You know, they don't think about the fact that if someone's having a heart attack, we're the only truck in the area that's now fucking tied up.
Yeah, they don't think about the fucking stats of it. They're just thinking it's free, so why not?
Right. Because we cover 2 counties. We basically cover from the Louisiana Mississippi state line all the way over to Biloxi. If you know where that's at, it's like almost all the way over
Fucking
to the
Steven.
Yeah, pretty much Stevens area. It's almost all the way over to the other side of Mississippi. On average, like, okay, so basically, like, look at that little, like, you know, Mississippi has that little, like, tooth, I call it, that hangs down and actually meets the beach.
Yeah.
We cover almost all of that.
God.
On average, a night we have
You were ruffling
10
those motherfucking
trucks
chips.
covering that entire area. So it's like we spread those 10 trucks around in that giant fucking area. But at the same time, like, one truck goes out to a call, that increases the time it takes for the next truck to get to a call that's like right across the street.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it increases that time by typically about 15 to 20 minutes. And it's stupid. Part of that is because we're short-staffed. We should have more trucks available, but we don't. And that's the cold, hard truth.
Yeah.
Sean, you hopping on Overwatch?
I will in just a second.